Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 6 of our 6th season here at Riga FC. This is the Latvian job. I am the Custard Prophet. Thank you very much for dropping on by. We're back in the proper Euro Cup league phase. We're at one game already played in, and we're coming back for a game against Red Star today. What am I feeling? I think quietly confident is maybe where we're at. You won't think that when you see the result we've had, though. Right then, let's have a look what happened after the games against Copenhagen. Well, we then had a home game against RFS. To be fair, we kind of rotated a little bit, and we ended up almost losing this pivot with a late goal, 90th minute goal to pull it back. We should have scored earlier on, but we didn't make the most of it. Well, we didn't lose our record, and I think we were at 63 or 64 games without losing. And the very next game away against Latvia was a ridiculous game of football, one in which our goalkeeper was so bad. He made so many terrible mistakes, as did our defence, and then we made them look like kings. And to concede 5 goals in one game in the league, that's something we've not done all season. But you can see we conceding goals all over the pitch. But we had goals from Uldrikis, Jurisic and Liadrinho. It was almost every time they put the ball forward, they would win the ball ahead of our defenders. And the combination of Unkansa and particularly Samorgies, who was just immobile, and their defenders just ripped him to shreds, which was very, very disappointing. But there were some good performances outside of that, and there was a late chance from Erglis. Ball came straight into him, in front of the goal, no one near him, and he just blasted it over. And that would have been the one to draw 5-5, which I think we deserved. So I was really disappointed to lose that run, but I guess it had to happen at some point. We followed that up with another 4 goals, but we didn't concede any. Pavia, a 3 goals scored, and then Fafana with his goal. And then we played our first Europa League game. And you see that and think, 4-0, that's pretty bad. But let's dive into that, because it's 4-0 on the surface, but I was actually really pleasantly surprised how well we played. We started poorly. Now, I'll fully accept that. We were 1-0 down, and we deserved to be 1-0 down. But following on from that, we started to get back into the game, and we created chances. We had 2 goals disallowed. We hit the post. We created good chances. In fact, they scored when we were in the ascendancy. So I was a 4-0 is incredibly harsh. Looking at this, we certainly deserved to score goals. We had enough chances, and maybe 3-2 would have been about right. Looking at that, I think we deserved to lose, but we certainly didn't deserve to lose like that, which makes me think the home leg might be a little bit different. But we will wait and see. We followed that up with a 7-0 win over Tukums. Fafana with 4 goals, Erglis, Kayadio and Liadrinho. 2-0 victory over Lipaja, Krolis and Kayadio. And then we've just beaten Ventspils 4-1. Fafana with a couple, Uldrikis and Jurisic. Interesting goings on in the league, actually. Obviously, we're top by miles. We've already got our 100 goal difference, so I think we'll have a record goal difference. We're just not going to have record points. But you look at what's going on here. Tukums are struggling. They're one of the sides who've been perpetually in this league since it expanded, and they are 6 points behind Ventspils. So it looks perhaps like Tukums might be having to fight out for that playoff or play down. No, that's not play spot, which might be interesting. So we might get another team in there rather than Tukums, who we've seen quite a lot of. So we're going to be playing Red Star today. Excited about this. I've already set up the team, and hopefully we've got a team that can do some good stuff. We're going fairly attacking. Issues we've got currently, Kayadio, he is not fit enough to be involved, even on the bench, I don't think. Rest of the team's looking strong, so oh yeah. there has been something that happened. I forgot to mention this. We've had a transfer out. It's a big one. I should have mentioned this. Definitely should have mentioned this. Yeah, there we go. Stojinovic has left for Rostov for £1 million, which is the biggest transfer we've had out. But it is a fairly big thing to happen, because defensively this could cause us a few issues, because we don't really have a standout defender other than that. So Unkansa and Samorgies, two good defenders. We've got Tello, who can play in there. Stankus has been coming in recently. He's played a lot of games recently. But it's a bit of a problem. And the reason they're all looking, supporting their teammate, Roman Scroller, said, look, you have to do something about this. You need to sign a defender. I said, yeah, I will do so. We'll definitely be signing a defender when we are able to, because we can't deal with just this. A centre-back specifically, that is our big focus. But the offer came in, he wanted to leave. I couldn't do much about it. Right, let's get into it. Let's do this. Right then, folks. I don't think we want to... Shall we? Let's say that. They don't like that. So they've not been playing well, Red Star. We've been slightly sticky, but I think I'm hoping we've got enough about ourselves to give them a good game. I know they could cause us all sorts of trouble. They're a good side, but I just want decent performances. Paiva. I don't think I went through the team, did I? I think it's pretty much... No, I did go through the team. Yauzem's here on the right side. Ball in. Paiva. Low cross. And somehow their defenders got on the end of it. One of the big things is Krollis is really off scoring goals at the minute. I mean, he's been our best player by far for a long time. He is missing some sitters. It's not pretty what Mr. Krollis... Dianya... Zirkovic, we've managed to get the ball off them. Unkansa, I'm hoping these two at the back play well. Bamba, that's a pretty abysmal ball. Oh, we've got a bit of an over. Is that a centre back overlapping? I think there was a mistake there. Paiva just absolutely blasts that in. What's the goalkeeper the referee saying there? I don't know. I thought he might have got that. I don't feel that was offside. I think he managed to time that well, and I think this is what this means. It's a beautiful bit of skill, yeah, from Uldrikis. Just pulled away and got the shot in. 1-0 up. Kickoff highlight, never good. I mean, the big thing that we want to do is just make sure we finish ahead of Red Star. I want our European campaign to continue. That's a good effort after these group stages. That's a lovely little nicked header. Well, Jurisic, I thought he'd done quite well there, but we didn't quite manage to get that. It's a nice play here. Foul. And Unkansa, he's a very good wing back as well. Lovely ball into Uldrikis. It's the outside of the post. Oh, the amount of times. Well, Yauzem's here. 34 minutes in. I think we've been pretty dominant. Yauzem's, Liadrinho. It's been a few chances, certainly for Red Star. A couple of chances but oh, there we go. Uldrikis does brilliantly well. And what, the referee's having a look at that one as well? No. Nice little header that was. Again, doesn't count. As the Atalanta scoring there, yeah, Uldrikis did very well, and he does win a header. Very, very good. This is the sort of play we like to see. That's Jurisic. Juru. Nice ball in, please. Jurisic. So he's playing instead of Chiadio. He's leaving at the end of the season as well, as is Leo. Oh, look at this. They are struggling, aren't they? They are struggling against... It's actually our height, bizarrely. It's really, really good. 3-0. Leodrinho, is he going to chip it in? Oh, and this time Samorgies just over the top. He's now 30. He certainly looks like his abilities are weakening a little bit, but you know, he still does a job there. Certainly in the league he does. So dominant performance, 3-0. You can't complain here. Let's just get in that second half. Right, free kick to them. 54 minutes on the clock. Again, just headers are not their friends, are they? Krollis doing well. Juru, Krollis in. And it's another header from Uldrikis. He's looking good in the air today. I know we've criticised him in the past, but no, this is good. This is really good. Lovely little ball from Juru. Krollis stayed onside and then finds his man, and goalkeeper's doing nothing. They just don't defend it very well. And we're thinking head-to-head as well. That's another important thing, just to make sure we're better than them. Yazems is looking tired. We've got a ready-made replacement on the bench in Titov. We'll make that substitution right now. I mean, he's just as good. Very good, up and down the pitch. I'm not going to try and say that name. Nikolic. And Unkansa just picks it up. And here's Titov. Plays it long. That's not very good. It's a foul. Nalik. That's nicely done. And they've straight through us, actually. I don't think that was offside either. I think he got his run absolutely spot on. Disallowed, really? Wow. I did not see that. Let's have a look. Nalik. Yeah, just. But we'll say that's good defending rather than being a bit lucky, shall we? Right then. So we've got another tired player. Kiguz will come on. A Latvian. We are a little bit lacking in midfield as well with Zadem leaving. We've got a player on the way in. Right, 4-0 up, 78 minutes gone. I want more. I want more goals. Come on, Juru. Christ, what's the goalkeeper doing? He didn't even run out for that. And Krollis gets himself a goal as well. He's not been the man in front of goal of recent, but lovely ball from Jurisic. First time pass from Juru, but there is no way Krollis should have ever got there. Goalkeeper should have wiped that out. 85 minutes on, we're going to make a change. Uldrikis is looking shattered. Obvious change is Fofana coming on, and he'll wrap up the last few minutes here. Been a really, really good game. Really strong performance all the way through the team. It's good to see. It's good to see that 5-0 victory. Hopefully that means the away leg will also be able to pick up a decent performance. They look pretty non-existent in that game. So we're sitting there now in third place, just a point behind Kiev and Atalanta. 2-2 draw between Kiev and Atalanta, so that's interesting, taking points off each other. And we've got games against Kiev coming up next. £500,000 for that. We'll take that. And an away game against Dynamo Kiev up next. That's going to be tough, but I think what we'll probably do is come back for the home game against Kiev down there. That might be a really, really interesting one. It might be quite interestingly poised at that point. I think we can get a win out of that if we perform to our best. It's going to be tough, and I'm not sure about that one either. I might do a double header just to play the last couple. I feel we can get out of this group. I really do. I've got a good feeling about it. Let me know what you think. That 4-0 victory, you saw the stats. It certainly wasn't a 4-0 game. We performed well when we've just beaten Red Star Belgrade 5-0. So that's pretty damn good. Okay, folks. Well, we'll be coming back for another Euro Cup episode. If you are looking forward to that and you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.